Hi, it's Charles at Empress Mills, and today we are taking a quick look at one of Prym's very popular little storage solutions, part of their ClickBox range. This particular section they call a foundation or a base module, even though, to be honest, you'll see in a moment we've popped some notions in here, it works absolutely fine as a standalone unit, but they call it foundation module because we'll see in a little bit you can easily add additional size trays to the set to make it as big or small as you want, obviously to fit your individual requirements. It's made out of very tough plastic. We used to take these same boxes to the various shows with us. We used to keep signs in them actually, rather than actually sewing notions and Velcro and all sorts of bits and all the essentials that you need when you're on the move at shows and things. And they were absolutely fantastic. We used to get them, popped in the back of the van, and we'd come back and they'd be absolutely fine. So we can vouch for them in day-to-day use under quite tough conditions. Actually, we were always, at the end, particularly at the end of a trade show, when you're breaking everything down, you can be quite rough with things. So they did stand up really, really well to that. This particular set comes with 3 trays, so you get 2 1-litre trays and a 2-litre tray, and all of those trays you can add additional ones to if you want, which we do have available. They come to us like that, and that's an additional tray which you can add on, but we'll look at that in a little while. In terms of space, you'll be amazed at what you can fit into these things. I've popped just before we started filming a few little bits and bobs in, and just to give you a guide, so that is the top tray. We've even got the thickness of a bobbin of thread easily in there, and you can store things like scissors and the magnetic pin cushion and things absolutely easily. The slight thing just to mention, the top tray is a 1-litre tray, and so is this second one down, so that's the same thickness. But because of the way Prym have made the lid actually provides some additional capacity in that first tray. Dead hand it for these sort of slightly fatter items, so that would actually just miss clicking into the 1-litre tray. It will be fine in the 2-litre tray that we'll see very soon at the bottom, but in that top one, for ease of access, it is absolutely ideal, and it works fantastic with that lid. So the lid just gives it some extra space, just worth a little thing worth knowing. And also on the lid, I know it's obvious in a way, but that handle does fold down, so it's nice and flush for storage. Particularly if you want to pop, I know a lot of people do, they'll get a unit like this and they'll pop that inside a backpack or a sewing trolley or anything like that. So it is nice and flush. You can pop additional things on top if you so wish. Yes, so just take a little peek at some of the other sections. We've got that first one. That's the second one. Again, perfect for sort of thinner bits and bobs. We've got all sorts in there, from zips, a couple of buttons, some snips, absolutely all sorts. And then the bottom tray, that's a 2-litre capacity, but in terms of what you can fit in, we've got a spray can. There's 5 fat quarters there. It handles those no problem at all. Just to give you a little bit of a rough idea of the size of things you can fit in, because I know it can be tricky. All the measurements are on the website for this thing, but it is always tricky judging what actually fits in. So I just thought that gives you a little bit of an idea, so you're not just relying on the measurements. You get a little bit of a feel for it. As I mentioned before, and I'm sure you've already worked it out, but the point of these videos, of course, is to show you different bits and bobs. It is a modular unit, so if we just stack all those items back up, clips together with these handy clips at the side, and as I mentioned before, the additional trays are available if you want, and they are dead easy to add. You literally just start stacking them up, and you end up with a full top tier set if you want. And of course, we do have the 2-litre tray available as a separate option as well. And that's everything. I hope that's been useful. I was surprised to learn, it's one of the reasons why we picked this. We get questions on this. I don't know why I was surprised to learn it. We get questions on absolutely all sorts. So please get in touch. We love getting these questions, and I love to be able to answer them in these videos. I hope that's been useful. Of course, if you've got any additional queries, you know what to do. Please leave a comment underneath the video. You can message us through the website or through any of our social media channels. And please don't hesitate, pick the phone up. Don't hesitate to do that. Chat to one of the wonderful team here at Empress. We would be absolutely delighted to help. I think I've covered everything Thank you very much indeed for watching as always. I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.